Read and post opinions on local news, sports, entertainment, life, and more on newstarextra.com/blog.
Welcome to the Food Corner. Today we're going to have breakfast. Breakfast is one of those meals that a lot of times people skip. Either they don't like to eat that early in the morning or they're too busy. But really, breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. Helps break the fast from not eating from dinner all the way through your sleeping time until the morning of. I'm going to show you a really quick and easy breakfast sandwich that you can fix very quickly in the morning, get your family out the door, and have a good start to your day. For this recipe, you'll need 4 whole grain English muffins, a quarter of a cup of milk, 4 slices of Swiss cheese, 4 slices of Canadian bacon, about 3 eggs. You're also going to need chopped green chilies, about a half a cup of chopped onions, some pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. To start out with our ham and green eggs sandwich, we're going to start by sauteing some onions and our green chilies and a little bit of olive oil. Now you can also add a seeded jalapeno pepper if you like things really hot, and so that's another thing that you can do here. I left it out because in the morning I'm not in the mood for jalapenos. I'm going to put our onions in there. And about a tablespoon of the canned green chilies. And you want those chopped. The green chilies are what helps to make our eggs green. For instance, St. Patrick's Day is coming up just around the corner. If you really wanted to have some fun with your kids and your family, drop a couple of drops of green food coloring in your eggs, and then you can really have green eggs. We'll get that stirred around. Once this has kind of sauteed a little bit, we'll add in our eggs, get those scrambled up, and then start assembling our sandwiches. You can see that we've got our green chilies and our onions kind of softened up a little bit. At this point, we're going to go ahead and whisk together 3 eggs and our quarter of a cup of milk. I have chosen to use the imitation eggs just so that we can lower the fat and cholesterol a little bit more. If you use that, about a quarter of a cup equals 1 egg if you're using the imitation eggs. Get that going. We're also going to add in a little bit of pepper. Because we're having our Canadian bacon and that's going to add salt to our recipe, I'm not adding salt. A lot of times when you fix eggs, you automatically put salt and pepper. I'm leaving that out so that I can lower the sodium again, but adding in pepper for a little bit of the flavoring. We're just going to get this stirred around, get our eggs scrambled so that we can have our sandwich ready. I have chosen to use whole grain English muffins. Part of the reason that I've chosen whole grain is because we need to make half of our grains whole. This is a quick and easy way you can do that. The reason I've chosen English muffins is because they are more nutritious than a biscuit or croissant. Biscuits and croissants have almost 40% of their calories coming from fat. That's really a lot of calories coming from fat, and so we want to cut back on that whenever we can. Although biscuit and croissant sandwiches are the most popular, if we can start making small shifts over to the other, it's going to be better for our health. If you don't like eating first thing in the morning, we really recommend that you start with something light. Maybe start with just some fruit or something, a granola bar, and then later on in the mid-morning, have another snack. The reason we really promote breakfast is because you need it for concentration, you need it for energy. Kids do better in school after they've been fed a good breakfast, but adults also work better if they've had a good breakfast. And so it is important to take just a little bit of time for our health and also our nutrition and attitude for the day. We've got got our eggs scrambled up, and so now we're ready to assemble our sandwiches. You want to just take your muffins, and we've had these, we've toasted them just a little bit. We're just going to put a spoonful of our green eggs. Oops, I switched one off the plate. Now that we've got our green eggs on there, we're just going to top it with a piece of Canadian bacon. I've chosen Canadian bacon because it is lower in fat again, as opposed to a bacon or a sausage. If you don't want to have the expense of the Canadian bacon, then you can always use just a ham deli meat. I liked this because it played on the ham and green eggs theme for St. Patrick's Day. Now that we have all 4 of our sandwiches assembled, you can see that they make very quick, nutritious breakfast. You can grab a paper towel, even eat it on your way out the door. Hope you've enjoyed this quick and easy breakfast, and hope your family enjoys it as well. Be sure to come back to the Food Corner, part of newsstar.com, for more demonstrations and recipes. And if you have any questions, contact the Pottawatomie County OSU Extension Office. We'd like to send a great thanks to Rock Creek Baptist Church for letting us use their facilities today. And remember, eat better, eat together.